Katrina. She's 10 years old and she's in Year 6. We've given her a bit of a challenge. She wants to organise a day out for her family. So we've asked her to be in charge of planning it and working out how to pay for it. That's quite a responsibility. Katrina's been saving her birthday money and pocket money. She's lucky. People have given her that money. Most people have to work to earn money, so Katrina's going to see if her mum will pay her to do some jobs, so she can get enough money for her big day out and have a bit left over to save.
Mum?
Yeah?
I want to earn some money for a day out. What can I do to earn some?
Well, you could wash the car, I suppose. Clean the bathroom. The gerbils need cleaning out.
I'll start with the gerbil.
Misty?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, if you do it well, I'll give you £1. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, she looks quite happy. Well done, I think that deserves £1. OK. There we are. Nice shiny new one. What are you going to do with all this money that you're earning?
Well, I'll put it in my money box for now.
How much have you got in there at the moment?
I'm not sure. I'll have a look. Wow. Must be about £40.
There's quite a bit here. You're not going to use it all on a trip, are you?
No.
Well, how much do you want to spend and how much do you want to save?
I think I might put £25 in my bank and the rest I can use for the trip. And if there's any left over, I can just use it for something else.
Right.
Katrina's being very sensible. It's nice to spend some of the money you earn, but it's also good to save money too. So Katrina and her mum are off to the building society. This or a bank is a great place to keep your spare money because it's safe and you get back more than you put in. That's called interest.
And then all these extra bits are interest. Can you see?
So why is it good to save?
If you're given money at home, all right, if Grandad or somebody else gives you money for Christmas, if you just keep it at home, it doesn't make any extra money, OK? If you put it into a building society or a bank, they give you a bit of extra money, right? That's called interest. So that means that they're giving you some money extra on top of what you put in, and that's how banks work.
Katrina's mum's job is running a gift shop. It's where she earns the money that the family needs to pay all its bills. Today, Katrina's lending a hand so that she can earn a bit more money to help pay for her day out.
And then if you work for half an hour, then they'll give you £1.
OK.
All right?
Yeah.
You have to work hard. OK.
Sort of.
What I want you to do is to take all of those out and put them into the little spaces, but I want you to label each one 85p.
85p?
Yeah.
Why do you have to earn money?
Well, you know where we get the money out of the hole in the wall?
Yeah.
Yes? That's our money that we've earned. All right?
So what do you use all the money for?
Well, there's a long list, isn't there? There's a long list of things. There's the mortgage on the house. There's things like electricity and water. Every time you go to the supermarket and buy food, even crisps and things for your packed lunches, that has to be paid for, doesn't it? And then there might be a tidgy little bit left for sweets and bars of chocolate and treats like that, isn't it?
Time for Katrina to head home and plan the day out. To do this, she needs a budget. That's an amount of money she thinks that the trip might cost. Katrina's friend Kieran will be joining the family on the day out.
Hi. Hi, Katrina. Come in.
She's come to help with the research for the trip. It's good to try to find out how much things might cost when you're deciding your budget.
So how much money have you got? Well, I counted my money this morning and I think I've got about £30 to spend. But if we're going out somewhere, including all transport and lunch, I might need to borrow some money off my parents.
Katrina's mum says she might lend her £20 towards the trip.
We're all going.
So altogether her budget mustn't be more than £50.
What would you like to do? Horse riding might be a good one. Do you have any horse magazines? Yeah, I have one. I will just go get it. In the back, it normally has some adverts about places to go. It says that it's £20 per person, and we will be spending £80 by the time we get there. Have you only got £30? Yeah. What about the IMAX? The IMAX might be quite good actually, because it will only be like £3 maybe. I think this one might be quite good actually. £13 for 2 adults. That might be all right, I think.
The girls find a museum of television with a giant screen. Sounds good. Even better, the museum is free. But the big screen cinema does charge an admission fee.
All right, let's see how much that is. £21.60. But look, it says 2 adults and 2 children can be £18.80.
Yeah, so I think it's simpler that way and cheaper.
Yeah. We're going to be saving £3 if we go for 2 adults and 2 children.
You can spend that on sweeties.
Yeah.
How are we going to get there, Katrina?
What about the train? Here we are.
Okay, let's see how much that will cost then.
For the train tickets altogether, it will roughly be about £7.
How much will that be, Katrina?
That's going to be £25.80.
We've still got a bit for lunch.
Yeah, we've got roughly £5.
Will that be enough for 4 of us?
I think we're going to go over £30, so I can ask my mum if I can use my savings or ask her for some money and then repay them.
Katrina's thinking about using some of her savings. Perhaps Mum's gone off the idea of lending her the other £20. But if Katrina used her savings, she wouldn't get the interest we heard about earlier, because she'd have to take the money out of the building society. It might be better to offer to do some more jobs. But Katrina's mum will now be keeping a close eye on her budget too, because now her money is involved.
Hi, you two.
Mum, I think I'm going to be a bit short of money, so I can either use my savings or can I borrow some of yours?
Goodness me. How much is it going to cost the trip? Should we write it down?
So £18.80 is to go in to see a film, and then
Right.
we've got £7 for the train.
And what might it cost for lunch?
If it's just a sandwich and a drink, at least
Yeah.
£5.
Yeah, maybe.
£5 for one person or £5 for 4 people?
For 4, really. If it's only a sandwich.
I think it might cost a bit more than that.
Just
I
say
would think
£7.
well, 10 I would have thought. Okay. And then souvenirs, how much are you thinking of spending?
£3 or £4 maybe.
Right, so what does that come to?
Roughly £40.80.
Right. So how much will you have to borrow from me?
£10.80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. How am I going to pay you back?
We could have a little IOU book, couldn't we? And then you can either pay it back with money or you could pay it back with jobs, couldn't you?
Okay.
You could do the gerbils every week. Yeah?
Yeah. 5 o'clock.
Katrina's got some good deals, and she's got a budget she's researched. Now she's got to be careful that all goes to plan. But what if something unexpected happens?
Well, this makes a change.
Sometimes it's good to have a little bit more money than you think you need to act as a backup.
Can we have a return ticket to Bradford, please?
The cheapest one is cheap day returns then for all of you.
Okay.
Okay.
That's £5.30 then, please.
These goes everywhere. Thank you.
So it was £5.30 and we thought it was going to be £7. So we saved £1.70.
Katrina's mum is paying for the tickets with cash. She could have used a plastic card. Cards are very convenient and mean you don't have to carry a lot of money with you all the time. Lots of people use a debit card to pay for things like museums and cinemas. This means the money for the entry fee is taken straight out of your bank account.
pictures and it's really good.
So far, Katrina's doing well with her budget. She hasn't spent more than she thought she would, but now everyone's hungry.
Jacket potato for 4 of us.
£3.
It's going to be £14.
A jacket potato with one filling, it's £3.50. With 2 fillings, it's £4. And I thought it would be something like £2, maybe.
Don't forget, you did save a bit of money on the train fare, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, if you add that into the £10 that we've reserved for lunch, then there would be a little bit extra, wouldn't there? Oh wow, look, we get a half price cake if we've got cinema tickets, and we have, so that would be good, won't it?
But it says that you've got to have the homemade orange cake.
Yeah, but I like orange, so that would do for me. I'd like that one.
I don't.
Katrina's learning about choices. Sometimes, if you really want to stick to your budget, your first choice might be too expensive, and you might have to have your second or even your third choice.
Sorted out there?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 chocolate cakes, a £3.15 sandwich,
£13.
that's lovely.
So how much money have you got left, Katrina?
Well, we thought it was only going to be £11, but it turned out to be £13.
What, for lunch?
Yeah, it's been all right because we thought the train tickets altogether would be £7, but it turned out to be £5.30.
So although Katrina spent £3 more on lunch than she allowed, because she made some savings on the train tickets, she stayed within her budget.
So we spent £37 and 10 pence.
And we've got £3.
£3 and
70p left.
70p.
Yeah. Did you two really think that it would cost over £40 to come on a trip like this?
Not really.
No?
No.
Well, just supposing that we'd have come in the car and we'd have parked a little way away and come in taxis, and then we'd come in and we'd eaten exactly what we wanted and then gone to the cinema. How much do you think that would have cost us?
I think it would have been £50 maybe.
It's those choices again. In nearly everything we do, there's an expensive way of doing things and a cheaper way. Sometimes the cheaper way can be as much fun. And because Katrina's been sensible with her money during her day out, there's just enough money left for a nice souvenir.
These are really nice, and they look sort of value for money, don't they? So I think they're worth it, don't you?
Yeah.
And they're a good memento of our day out.